So as you're reading, or as we're reading in Magi chapter 253 and the beginning and basically the entirety of 254, we get to see Hakuryuu's ideas and how he feels about the entire situation. So basically in 253, Hakuryuu and friggin' Aladdin were fighting, and the Magis were fighting as well. Judar was Aladdin, and we gotta see that freaking Judar obviously got his abilities. He's new, he's re-leveled up since since the time they were ball bad, which Aladdin actually said, and we can definitely see that he's a lot stronger. Basically, Judar got his from his new black rook from the medium in Manga Academy from the chances memories. So he's using basically he took the magic from the Manga Academy, which boasts about all of their high difficult magical levels. So he's able to do all of these advanced magic techniques. We can definitely see toward the two chapters of him using it. So you're gonna see his magic powers and his black rook capabilities have definitely developed, and this battle could decide how Manga is gonna go. It could definitely really move the plot forward, and the whole fact that freaking Alibaba is still trying to be the nice guy, and that's what Hakuryuu thinks. He's trying to, he's pretending to be the nice guy, but he's really mean. Also, we're gonna see how Hakuryuu taught Alibaba as well. You're a self-righteous man, but hypocrisy makes you see the fact that you try to help people, but you also are a selfish man. He said you're a self-righteous man, but he's trying to really say you're a very selfish man as well. So it's kind of double-sided how you think about it. So obviously they were fighting and everything else, and Hakuryuu said that he needs to plant seeds into freaking his head or whatever, into the people of Baalbat. Obviously, you can go to Baalbat and conquer everyone's mind, since it makes the conquest easier if you were to plant, freaking Bilal's, mind manipulation into people's minds. You're thinking that, Ren Haku is basically enemy in Baalbat, and that's actually what he tried to do to Aladdin and Alibaba. He basically tried to manipulate their minds, destroy their minds, and clean their minds up. But obviously, since Aladdin has Borg, he's obviously able to attain that and dodge that. So he was able to basically clean Alibaba's mind away from me. He was like, Hakuryuu's fallen into debility. I can't pronounce that, but to a state of mind where you're absolutely into darkness, where kind of like Kim Hearts, where Ansem and other ones will fall into darkness. Hakuryuu has fallen himself to darkness, and obviously he will not listen to reasoning until someone stop him. So Alibaba tries to stop Hakuryuu by obviously doing. I feel like I'm always summarizing these chapters whenever I would review this story about that, but overall I just how the fight could actually decide the fate of everything else. If Hakuryuu wins, obviously he's gonna go to Baalbat and do what he does, but if Alibaba wins, obviously he's not gonna convince Hakuryuu either way. He really needs to stop him. He keeps trying to obviously get rid of Zygon's 8-star point, to obviously destroy his metal vessel, and Alibaba found out that he got a new metal vessel, which obviously changed him a little bit, since that's what he assumed, because he got the new metal vessel, is able to basically be one step forward to obviously doing his plans or whatever. And I really found it interesting because Hakuryuu's character developed so much. We definitely get to see in the past few 10 or 5 chapters of Hakuryuu. Definitely we're gonna see monologues and everything else of Hakuryuu and Judar, just how their characters developed throughout the past few chapters. It just really you remember monologues, right? So overall the battles going on, and Judar's magic obviously improved. He's using ice spears and friggin' black spear rains, all these magical type moves, definitely, because all these were overall battle chapter or whatever. And Hakuryuu said, that basically whoever has a different opinion than him, he's basically gonna stop them. And Alibaba said a good point, everybody has a different opinion, no one's ever gonna agree on the same opinion. And actually I find it's very important. You're gonna keep killing everyone and everyone, or stopping everyone who has a different opinion than you, whatever. And he says, Hakuryuu says he would not want to live in a world where obviously Ren Hakuryuu's sister and anyone's how Goku Ren's ideals, obviously he doesn't want to live in their world. He doesn't want to live in a world where he's practically dead. And I was like, that was kind of deep into his ideology, his mindset, to see overall is how he's feeling as well. So I wish, really dialogue wise, this chapter really isn't a lot. Also, you gotta find out that Aladdin has this, exclusive magic. So basically, Judar is obviously doing all his magic that he basically took from the Magnetist Academy, and obviously, the country who boasts about the big advanced magic techniques and many things. He could do difficult techniques. He's boasting about that, whatever. But I'm freaking Aladdin has his exclusive magic not even Judar knows. So Aladdin's magic surpasses Judar. I need to see who's gonna win that battle. I have a feeling that freaking Aladdin's gonna stop freaking Judar in his tracks and just retreat somehow, or who knows what's gonna happen. Maybe, you know, freaking Hakuryuu's gonna win the one battle, then, you know, Aladdin's gonna win the other one, and then they both face Magi versus Black King. I have no idea what's the possibility is gonna happen. Is, you know, is anyone gonna come? Obviously, is Sinbad gonna somehow magically just appear and destroy everybody? I have no idea. I don't think there's a very much possibility and everything else. So I want to know who's gonna make it out basically alive. I don't think Hakuryuu is gonna keep Alibaba alive. I think he's gonna somehow kill Alibaba. And just the fact that they used to be friends and now they're enemies, basically used to hang out with each other. Obviously, his motive was to destroy the, you know, the co-empire, and he's getting very, very close to that. But everyone realizes that he's getting highly close to that. So they don't want everyone. Obviously, they want to stop the co-empire, but not completely destroy it. And Hakuryuu's planning on manipulating everyone on Balban, and even manipulate his own, like, you know, people. Obviously, he put seeds in their head, or whatever. And he was trying to do the same to Alibaba. So he basically wanted to obviously use him and Aladdin to his own advantage, to obviously be part of his army and Cohen's. And that just shows you how much, you know, he's willing, whatever he's doing, he's basically willing to do anything to obviously have more power on his side. He said it'll take 6 days to manipulate a person's mind, so he obviously has to break a couple limbs, you know, or cut a couple limbs. So that means, you know, it'll take 6 full days, not even a week, to obviously control a person. So, you know, obviously what fucking Hakuryuu's trying to do at the beginning of chapter 253 was obviously just, you know, a pre-phase to obviously, you know, get them to be in his control. And thankfully the Borg Aladdin had managed to stop him. So we got to see a lot of magic type battles. So this was like a nice relaxing chapter where you also, with a little bit of ideology, you need to reread the chapters to obviously understand what Hakuryuu was trying to say to Alibaba, what Alibaba was trying to say to freaking Hakuryuu as well. And the fact that Hakuryuu saying, you know, you're a person who follows the order of somebody else, so you don't have your own free will as well. And Hakuryuu saying he has a free will since he didn't really follow anyone's orders, but he kind of had to get to where he is. You always have to follow somebody's orders in order to get big in the world. You can't become big in the world by yourself. Or maybe I'm wrong. So if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop me a like. I do appreciate. Subscribe if you have not already. I do review manga chapters and do all the other type of videos. You can search the channel for different playlists and such. And make sure to follow me on any social media in the description below. And I'll see you guys later.